It's the last weekend before Christmas. Have a lot of things you want to do. Maybe you're doing some last minute shopping or maybe some stuff outside. We'll talk more about Saturday and Sunday coming up. But first, we got to talk about warm temperatures. And you're like, what are you talking about? It was cold this morning and it's only in the mid 40s now, but temperatures are going to rise tonight. In fact, by morning, many locations will be near 50 degrees. Precipitation coming at us from the west. You see some rain and snow. And I know there's some snow in the higher elevations in the Berkshires, but as this rainfall and snowfall to the west inches closer for us, it's just rain. And it's part of a warm front that will help temperatures rise overnight, therefore keeping roads mainly just wet. Likely getting here sometime during the evening. Temperatures near 50 degrees by 11 p.m. And it's on and off showers. It's not like a steady rain the entire evening, but certainly some wet conditions outside. Showers and fog will continue overnight. 40s become 50s by morning. And then tomorrow we take all the way off up to around 60. It comes with a lot of cloud cover and it's breezy, but we could actually set not one but two records for tomorrow. I'll explain coming up in your full forecast. John.
All right, Jeff, thank you. In national news tonight, former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin now pleading guilty to federal charges for violating the civil rights of George Floyd. This means Chauvin will not face a federal trial in January, although it is likely he'll spend more time behind bars when he's sentenced. Chauvin was convicted this spring on murder and manslaughter charges for killing George Floyd. Floyd's family speaking today outside of the courtroom.
We came here just like we did before. We just wanted accountability because we can never have justice because we can never get George back.
The three other former officers also facing charges in George Floyd's death are still on course for their trials early next year.
In Washington, the House voting overnight to hold former Trump Chief of Staff Mark Meadows in contempt of Congress. Meadows defied a subpoena by refusing to testify about the January 6th insurrection. He did voluntarily turn over some 9,000 documents about the riots. That included emails and text messages from people inside former President Trump's inner circle. But he is refusing to testify about them.
Mark Meadows has demonstrated contempt for Congress and for the public. Now he must be held in contempt. He should be prosecuted like anyone else who ignores the law.
Now it's up to the Justice Department to determine whether to prosecute Meadows. Criminal contempt of Congress carries a maximum penalty of 1 year in prison. Still to come on ABC 6 News at 5, thousands of dollars from the government to families with kids up in the air tonight. The latest on the child tax credits and why they could soon run out.
Plus several feet of snow, torrential rain, mudslides, and flooding. Take a look at the severe weather out west. You're watching ABC 6, Southern New England's trusted news source.
'Tis the season for Christmas memories. For me, it was trekking out into the field and cutting down that perfect Christmas tree. And although that hasn't happened in some time, I'm hoping you too can look back and find joy in Christmas memories from years past. From all of us here at ABC 6, happy holidays.
It's time to go shopping.
Yay!
We need apples and milk
And cookies.
and cookies.
Shop from anywhere with Stop & Shop online ordering for delivery or pickup. Stop & Shop. Feed the moment.
If you could just finance a car, life would be so much easier. And with Byrider's low down days, it can be. This month, a great deal starts with just $199 down. And we'll keep you on the road with a great warranty or optional service plan. So hurry in to check out our inventory and start moving forward. Begin your online application today at Byrider.com.
I suffered with psoriasis for so long. It was kind of a shock after I started Cosentyx. I'm still clear 5 years now.
Cosentyx works fast to give you clear skin that can last. Real people with psoriasis look and feel better with Cosentyx. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections, some serious, and the lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to. Tell your doctor if your Crohn's disease symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions may occur.
I look and feel so much better. See me.
Ask your dermatologist if Cosentyx can help you move past the pain of psoriasis.
Warwick Tree Service provides safe and professional service for all your landscape and tree management projects. From tree removal and ground management to land clearing and stump grinding. Our goal is to provide our customers with the highest quality work at an affordable price. Call Warwick Tree Service today. Our team will help safeguard your home or business from unnecessary damage and can provide additional outdoor living space for your family.
Hello, this is Kyle from Warwick Tree Service. Give us a call today for a free estimate.
This week, Stop and Shop for great deals. Stop and Shop or Cook's bone-in spiral sliced half ham is 99 cents per pound. And Lay's potato chips or Doritos are 3 for $7 when you buy 3 with a digital coupon. Stop and Shop. Feed the moment.
Rush hour traffic. When you plan your trip to Providence or Boston, count on ABC6 Morning News to help you navigate with drive times and alternate routes starting at 5 a.m.
In consumer news tonight, it appears Americans took the advice of experts and did their holiday shopping early this year. Consumers spent less money on shopping last month than expected. According to the Census Bureau, retail sales only grew 0.3% in November. That's less than predicted. Still, experts say the holiday shopping season was still strong despite the struggle with inflation, supply shortages, and rising COVID cases. Hobby Lobby employees have something to look forward to in the new year. More money in their paychecks. The company's new minimum wage will be $18.50. That's $1.50 more than what they make right now. The company claims they are ahead of other retailers when it comes to raising minimum wages.
Well, millions of families now at risk of slipping back into poverty as the child tax credits are scheduled to expire. The Senate now has until December 28th to pass the Build Back Better plan, which would continue those benefits. This year, families receive $3,000 per child for ages 6 to 17, higher amounts or given for younger ages. Well, SiriusXM is now being sued for failing to provide podcast transcripts for deaf users. The lawsuit was filed by the National Association of the Deaf. Spokesperson for that group says the company and its subsidiaries, including Pandora, are violating the Americans with Disabilities Act. Now, SiriusXM has not publicly responded to the lawsuit just yet. Now to developing news out west, several feet of snow in some areas, torrential rain, mudslides, and flooding.
ABC's Morgan Norwood has the latest from LA.
After slamming the West Coast with everything from heavy rain, wind, and snow, this massive storm system now marching across the country. The system fueled by an atmospheric river breaking several daily records across California. The torrential downpours triggering mudslides in Silverado Canyon, sending dirt and debris racing downhill.
Major mud flows.
Crews scrambling to restore access to mud-blanketed roads, heavy machinery clearing rocks and sludge.
The mud and the debris comes down from these burn scar areas very quickly, and it's treacherous, and firefighters cannot always get up into those areas, and you may be left on your own.
In Orange County, flash flooding threatening homes. Firefighters seen pumping out water. And in Monrovia, residents fending off major mud flow with gravel and bags.
We've seen some mud flow and debris in our canyon park, which we've closed the canyon park indefinitely until rainflow lets up.
This same system dumping feet of snow in California's mountains. This tractor trailer immobilized, blocking the road. The Mammoth Mountain ski area barely visible after picking up 27 inches of snowfall. The accumulation, a skier's paradise in Walnut Creek.
It's been so long since California's had good snow, so we're just super excited to be able to go to Tahoe and not ski on man-made snow.
And that same system is on the move. It's headed right towards the same areas already devastated by that tornado outbreak in the Midwest. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
And now, your ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with Chief Meteorologist Jeff Denoyer.
Yeah, that storm out west is a monster, and it moved off the front range of the Rockies today. I'm going to show you some weird things that are happening across the U.S. because of that storm, and it will bring us a little bit of precipitation by the end of the week and change our temperatures dramatically, but nothing severe like you just saw in those images. Temperatures 40s right now, 42 in Smithfield, 48 in Westerly. Not a bad day. A little cloud cover in the afternoon. Started off really cold, though. Many locations waking up in the 20s this morning, like low 20s for parts of the areas away from the coast, but got back to the mid-40s and not bad. And what's really odd is we're not done rising. The temperatures, they still go up tonight. They're not going to go down. They're going to go up. So 40s become 50s by 1 o'clock. So while you're sleeping, we're warming things up, lighting the fire for you tomorrow to have a nice, really warm day. But it also, some rain showers come in too, and it'll keep the roads wet during the overnight. Now here's that weird thing I was talking about in the temperatures. Like, you have this storm that's ejecting out of the Rockies. You have parts of Nebraska in the 20s and 30s with snow, and you have like the eastern portion of Nebraska in the 70s, just your typical 50-degree difference from one side of the state to the other. Hard to do in Rhode Island, but easier to do in Nebraska, obviously. But this storm here, preceding it, all this mild air. And it's that milder air that's going to work east. So our temperatures are rising tonight because this bubble of warmth is headed our way. It's so warm, in fact, that we probably will set a record for tomorrow or come close, not just for the daytime high, but for the overnight low being so warm. Remember, temperatures are rising tonight. So we get all the way up to around 60 degrees tomorrow. Comes with a lot of cloud cover. It's not sunny. You pop a little sun, it'll make the day really nice. It's a little breezy too, but anytime you're gonna have a really warm day in December, you usually have some kind of breeze with it. So the record high temperature for Thursday, 62 degrees, 1971. Forecasting a high of 61. All we need is one more degree to tie. And keep in mind, with the overnight temperatures rising tonight and very mild air still Thursday night, the overnight low record, not because it's cold, but because it's so warm, will likely be broken as well. So satellite and radar, you see some precipitation off to our west, some rain, some snow, and here I am talking warm temperatures, but by the time the precipitation gets here, temperatures, as I just showed you, are in the 40s and rising, so we know we're going to have rain showers overnight. Rain showers will continue into the daybreak hours tomorrow, and then just lots of clouds. Here's that big storm. There it is, snow on the backside, strong thunderstorms preceding the low, and it is a monster low pressure. But as it tracks across the Great Lakes and up into Canada, kind of swings a few showers in here at times as we go into Thursday and Friday, plays around with our temperatures a little bit. Our next big weather maker doesn't get here till Saturday, and it'll be a low pressure that develops off that frontal boundary, so I can't even show it to you yet. So Futurecast, showers coming in for the evening, on and off through the overnight, and then by morning eventually tapering off. Notice the temperatures at 6 a.m. We're already in the mid to upper 50s. What a huge head start to get to 60 degrees by the afternoon. I think a lot of areas will. It'll come with a lot of cloud cover. I'm holding out hope we can pop a little sunshine. Might be a struggle, but I think at times you might have just a little sunshine. A few little spotty showers Thursday night and a Friday morning, not a big deal. And Friday, sunshine galore, temperatures 50s. Now, I'm going to talk about the potential for snow. Here we are, maybe breaking record highs tomorrow, mild day Friday, and then comes the weekend. And doesn't it always work out that way? Saturday, preceding the rainfall and milder temperatures in the afternoon, 40s, you may start off as a little snow. It'll change over to some rain, and I think a rain-snow combination for Saturday with little or no accumulation is expected. By the time we go into Saturday night, it's mainly all rain. The snow pivots north, and by Sunday morning, this thing winds up and moves on out, and therefore some snow mixing with rain, but more festive or conversational than any kind of accumulation on the roads. But it gets cold, though, after that. Temperatures Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Arrival of winter comes Tuesday. It will feel like it with highs in the 40s and lows in the 20s. Tiffany.
In time for Christmas. Thanks, Jeff. 100 cats rescued in the aftermath of the tornadoes in Louisiana. They are now up for adoption in Massachusetts. 22 of them will be held at the MSPCA in Cape Cod. The rest will go to Northeast Animal Shelter in Salem. The cats range in age from several months old to a few years old. They'll be up for adoption at the end of the week.
Still to come tonight on ABC 6 News at 5, history made today in New York City. The first female police commissioner in the city. When we come back, you'll meet her.
And firefighters save Christmas for families in Foxborough after their home goes up in flames. We'll tell you why that fire started.
ABC 6 weather is brought to you by A&M Sheet Metal and Roofing.
Is your roof stressing you out? It's time to stress less with A&M Sheet Metal and Roofing. Family owned and operated since 2000, A&M Sheet Metal and Roofing can handle everything from your commercial to residential roofing needs. Start with an infrared roof moisture survey and see exactly what the problem is, giving you a solution that's on target. No guesswork, no stress, ever. Sign up for our annual maintenance program to add years of life to your roof. Call A&M Sheet Metal and Roofing now and stress less.
Baby's on my mind all the time. Hasn't sent a letter to make it any better. Oh baby, what have you done to me?
Hey!
Ay, mi amor. You deserve better.
Pause your Wi-Fi on any device with Cox Panoramic Wi-Fi.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get a great deal on Tacoma, RAV4, Camry, and more.
I'll take it.
I'll get this wrapped up for you. I wish I hadn't just unwrapped it.
With more and more all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive Toyotas arriving daily, get a great deal now on a rugged 4Runner or a tough Tacoma, named a Best Buy of the Year among midsize pickups.
Toyotathon is on. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
First psoriasis, then psoriatic arthritis.
It was really holding me back.
Standing up, even walking was tough.
My joints hurt. I was afraid things were going to get worse.
I was always hiding, and that's just not me.
Not being there for my family, that hurt.
I had to do something. I started Cosentyx.
I'm feeling good. Watch me.
Cosentyx helps people with psoriatic arthritis move, look, and feel better. It targets more than just joint pain and treats the multiple symptoms like joint swelling and tenderness, back pain, helps clear skin, and helps stop further joint damage. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections, some serious, and the lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms or if you've had a vaccine or plan to. Tell your doctor if your Crohn's disease symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions may occur.
It's good to be moving on. Watch me.
Move, look, and feel better. Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentyx.
You pour your heart into everything you do, which is a lot. So take care of that heart with Lipton. Because sipping on unsweetened Lipton can help support a healthy heart. Lipton. Stop chugging, start sipping.
Week, this winter's COVID surge as the Delta variant wreaks havoc on some hospitals and so much still to learn about Omicron. We're tracking the cases. More Americans turn to World News Tonight with David Muir, the most watched newscast on all of television.
Back now with developing news out of Foxborough. Firefighters saving Christmas for families on Central Street after their house went up in flames. That fire started around 5 o'clock this morning. It started in the basement and then quickly spread up the house into the roof. We're told firefighters did what they could so they could help save the Christmas presents inside.
You know, anytime there's children involved, we tried to salvage as many of the Christmas presents as we could from some of the adjacent apartments.
Just a short time ago, fire investigators say they found a marijuana grow operation in the basement of that home, and they have made an arrest. No one was hurt, and the Red Cross is helping several displaced families.
New York City has its first female police commissioner. Mayor-elect Eric Adams selecting Nassau County Chief of Detectives Keishant Sewell to take over the nation's largest police department. Sewell has over 25 years of law enforcement experience, including roles undercover and hostage situations.
Your personal story and message motivates me as we endeavor to provide New Yorkers with the public safety they need and the justice they deserve.
Chief Sewell will be taking over a department struggling to stop a rise in gun violence and murders in New York City since the spring of 2020.
Rachel Rollins now revealing she's received racist death threats since she was confirmed last week as the first black female U.S. attorney for Massachusetts. Rollins was confirmed following a tie-breaking vote from the vice president, which split along party lines. She says she's received calls from people using the N-word, saying they want to kill her. Rollins has served as Suffolk County District Attorney since 2019. Still to come on ABC 6 News at 5:30, special holiday patrols from local and state police, who they're honoring when they get behind the wheel, and what cops want to make sure you don't do this holiday season.
And from prisoner to plaintiff, why a Cranston man is now suing the city's police department. Those stories and much more when we come back at 5:30. Before we get there, though, let's take a quick little peek outside Skycam HD on this Wednesday afternoon. 95 southbound there's Thurbers Ave, really not all that bad. Looks like a little bit better than speed limit in. Totally different story, though, 95 North. You see all those white lights going very, very slow as they make their approach to Providence. ABC 6 News at 5:30 is coming up after a quick break. We'll see you then.
Winter Wonderland
Pancakes. Roasted turkey melts more pancakes. A frozen hot chocolate, that's a milkshake. Did we mention cranberry vanilla pancakes? But hurry in, cause it's only for a short time. Yum, 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 yum.
IHOP. If your loved one has suddenly been hospitalized, their comfort and recovery is your #1 concern. Allow Alpine Nursing Home's award-winning in-house therapy and experienced nursing teams to provide the care your loved one needs to successfully return home. Family-owned and operated, our compassionate staff are more than caretakers. We're family. To schedule a tour, call us and speak directly to our team at 401-397-5001.
Here at Alpine is our family taking care of yours.
Pike's Peak, named after Zebulon Pike, who never made it to the top. Of course, he didn't own a sedan from our sport-tuned GT lineup. Well, Zebulon, this one's for you. Lease a new 2022 Forte LXS for $169 a month.
Hello,
AAA, your home for everything insurance, including auto insurance, home and renters insurance, small business insurance, and more. This is Pam. How can I help you find the best coverage and price today? Sure, I can help you with that.
Long Moving and Storage is New England's premier moving and storage company. Whether it's a household or an office move, the experienced team at Long Moving and Storage will handle your items with the utmost care.
Whatever your moving and storage needs, Long Moving and Storage has got you covered.
Looking to tune up, upgrade, or install a new heating system this fall? Call MJ Heating and Air Conditioning. Our certified technicians are trained on name brand equipment and dedicated to install the most efficient system for you. 5-star reviews reflect our dedication to our customers. And with our 24-hour emergency service and annual service contracts, this means you can count on MJ Heating and Air Conditioning to be there when you need us.
Are you ready to be your own boss? Join our family at Miller's Famous Sandwiches. We're looking for people like you to take the wheel of one of our franchises and be in control. Take advantage of our legacy. Miller's Famous Sandwiches has survived economic turbulence for over 50 years. Be a part of the Miller's family today.
Cirque Dreams Holiday sparkles with its unforgettable holiday spectacular for the entire family. Dazzling at the Grand Ole Opry House proclaims the Tennessean. Over 20 of the world's best acts, 300 jaw-dropping costumes, extraordinary music, and Broadway at its finest. It's talent by the sleigh load, says the New York Daily News. Don't miss the one and only Cirque Dreams Holidays.
Order now at ppacri.org or call 421-ARTS.
ABC 6 News at 5:30.
Now at ABC 6 News at 5:30, police need help finding 2 women who stole thousands of dollars from a store in Garden City.
Plus, from prisoner to plaintiff, why a Cranston man is now suing the police department over a physical altercation in jail last year.
And as we get deeper into December, the DOT now in the market for plow truck drivers, what the state is offering to make sure there are enough people to clear the roads in a storm. We'll get to those stories in a few moments, but first at 5:30 tonight, law enforcement across Rhode Island partnering with Mothers Against Drunk Driving to hold special patrols this holiday season. Welcome back to ABC 6 News at 5:30. I'm John DeLuca.
And I'm Olivia DeRocha. The patrols are in honor of those lives lost as a result of drunk and impaired driving, something we see all too often. ABC 6 News reporter Dominique Turner joins us now live in the newsroom with more on this story. Dom.
Those honor patrols start today and run until the new year. Both local and state police are deploying these extra patrols in partnership with Mothers Against Drunk Driving in hopes to prevent any more deaths on the roads. Drive sober or get pulled over. It's a campaign to raise awareness on the dangers of drunk and impaired driving. This time around, officers will be out patrolling in honor of a life lost. Peter Alvidi, director of Rhode Island's Department of Transportation, says 44% of accident fatalities in the state this year are the result of DUIs, while the national average is just 28%.
People are continuing to die on our highways from drunk driving, and they're absolutely avoidable crashes.
Alvidi says so far in 2021, there have been 60 fatalities.
And they didn't live to see another Christmas, and they didn't live to see another New Year with us.
Sidney Wardell, retired police chief, now executive director of the Rhode Island Police Chiefs Association, says starting Wednesday, police officers across the state will run extra patrols and have zero tolerance against drunk or buzzed drivers.
And the tragedies caused by those impaired driving are entirely preventable.
Local partners also hoping for a tragedy-free holiday season.
Holidays are full of tradition. For those who have had someone they love taken when it is totally preventable, those traditions and gatherings and memories, they change. It's not the same anymore.
More than 30 honor patrols will be hitting our roadways starting immediately. The units will be specifically targeted to finding drunk and impaired drivers in hopes of preventing any more deaths on our roads. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Dominique Turner, ABC 6 News.
All right, Dominique, thank you. Now to an ABC 6 News follow-up. A Cranston resident is now suing the police department in the city over a physical altercation he had in a holding cell last year. Gian Mattiello is the man seen on video being roughed up by Officer Andrew Leonard inside of a holding cell in May of 2020. Officer Leonard was found guilty but did not receive any prison time. Now, Mattiello is now suing the police department, claiming the department's practice of excessive force created an environment that led to the assault. Mattiello and his attorney are now seeking more than $2 million in damages. We do want to let you know Officer Leonard has appealed his conviction. A longtime police officer in North Kingstown passing away this week after a sudden illness. Captain Paul Barry died Monday at Rhode Island Hospital. He'd been on the job in North Kingstown for 26 years. His wake will be on Friday from 4 to 7 at the Fagan Quinn Funeral Home. His funeral will be on Saturday morning. Paul Barry was just 48.
And this is new tonight. Cranston police need your help identifying 2 shoplifting suspects. They're looking for the women you can see on your screen right there. Police say they stole $5,000 worth of merchandise from the Victoria's Secret in Garden City on Friday. Back in October, another shoplifting incident was also reported at that same Victoria's Secret when $4,000 worth of leggings were stolen. Anyone with any information should call police.
Well, new tonight at 5:30 as we get further into December and the snowy months of January and February. The state's Department of Transportation has a help wanted sign in the window, desperately looking for plow truck drivers.
The state uses a mix of full-time state employees and private on-call contractors to help when the flakes fly. Tim Studebaker has everything you need to know.
It's only a matter of time. As the winter season approaches, southern New Englanders are prepping for the inevitable winter weather. And that has RIDOT beefing up its staffing to make sure there are enough plows ready to go. Robert Rocchio is RIDOT's chief engineer.
Every year we use a combination of our own internal staff to plow in our trucks and private plow vendors.
And they have room in the ranks for more people. While they say they're ready for the first storm, whenever it may happen, it's a matter of having enough people during longer duration storms to give drivers a break and prevent dangerous plow driver fatigue.
We do have enough right now to adequately plow the roads and make sure they're safe and to a high standard as we usually the same standard we usually provide. However, we are still looking for more, both private vendors, and we're looking for people to come join the RIDOT team and drive our trucks as a RIDOT worker.
To work for the state as a full-time driver, you'll need a commercial driver's license, or CDL. If you're interested in on-call contract work, you'll need a CDL plus your own equipment.
It's a simple sign-up process, and we try to utilize all our vendors. If we don't use you on one storm, we'll use you on the next storm. So we try to make sure that every vendor gets an opportunity to plow for us.
If you're interested, visit RIDOT's website for more information.
Anyone interested, there's opportunities there. The rates are competitive, we believe, and we're looking for people, and we're still looking for people, and we will be throughout the winter.
In Providence, Tim Studebaker, ABC 6 News.
Perfect segue to talk to my man, Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Jeff Denoyer, live in the Weather Center. No sights like that in the forecast anytime soon, especially with the record temperatures you're talking about for tomorrow and Friday.
Well, John, I think that's what's so bizarre about the next couple of days is we have these record high temperatures in the forecast for Thursday and Friday, really mild. And though we're not talking about any kind of big time snow event, there may be flakes that mix in with the rain on the weekend on Saturday. So you have a little bit of everything as we go in the next 48 to 72 hours. Right now, we have temperatures that are in the 40s and a lot of cloud cover. And overall, not a bad day, sun to clouds, and it was a cold start, but the temperature is settling in the afternoon right about where they should be. Some rain and snow off to our west, and I know you see snow and you think that's headed our way, but it's the higher elevations in northwest Mass that's getting some snow. For us, this is just some rain showers that will linger throughout the night tonight, kind of on and off precipitation, and it will certainly be rainfall because we haven't reached our high temperature yet for the day. The temperatures keep going up. We'll hit our highs sometime before midnight, and it will likely be closer to 50 degrees. And then the temperatures keep on going overnight. They'll get all the way up into the 50s by morning. Showers will shut down by daybreak, patchy fog, a little breezy, and that sets you up for that mild day tomorrow. So mild, in fact, that we could actually set a record for tomorrow for warmest December 16th ever. The record 62, I think, will come real close. And then we've already talked about and hinted at that snow and rain for the weekend. I'll talk much more about that coming up in a moment, John.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you, Jeff. Still to come tonight on ABC 6 News at 5:30, the president assessing the horrific damage from the tornadoes in the Midwest and South.
Compared to many SUVs, a Volkswagen can save you money on maintenance. Isn't that illuminating? Now's the time to sign then drive. Hurry in during the Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event and lease a new 2022 Tiguan for 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month's payment, and 0 due at signing.
cowboys get customized car insurance with Liberty Mutual, so we only pay for what we need.
Hey, Tex, could someone else get a turn?
Yeah, hang on, I'm about to break my own record. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Smithfield Woods, an assisted living and memory care community.
Staff are very gracious. They've taken excellent care. It's been a relief for us because they're managing things that were very difficult for me to manage. Knowing that they're safe and that there's someone who's taking care of them like we want them to be taken care of is really important to us.
Smithfield Woods features Montessori Moments in Time memory care programming. Smithfield Woods, because everyone deserves a great life.
My name is Kemi Ashani, and I'm the founder of Afrobeat Fit. Being a small business owner in New England, I always say that each day is an opportunity to build the plane while flying it. So every day I get stronger, every day I may face another challenge, but it's just another opportunity to innovate and to pivot. I do know that there are financial resources and educational resources for me on the Harbor One website that I can utilize to help my business go forward.
Stop and shop for carrots,
Coffee,
bread,
chips, and pretzels,
roast, and lots of sides. Savings for all the moments on your list. Stop and shop. Feed the moment.
Compared to many SUVs, a Volkswagen can save you money on maintenance. Isn't that illuminating? Now's the time to sign then drive. Hurry in during the Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event and lease a new 2022 Taos for 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month payment, and 0 due at signing.
President Biden visiting tornado-ravaged areas of Kentucky today, seeing the scope of the damage firsthand and meeting with local leaders. Here's Rena Roy.
President Biden visiting the tornado-ravaged heartland, touring the devastation from the sky and the ground, seeing the scope of the damage firsthand and meeting with local leaders.
As you fly over here, I've not seen this much damage from a tornado.
Vowing federal resources and long-term aid.
I just want you to know the help that we're able to offer at the federal level is not just now.
Biden also speaking with those who lost everything. The cleanup far from over, and many are still unaccounted for in Kentucky. The governor says he expects the death toll will continue to rise.
I still expect that we will find at least some more bodies. There is just so much destruction.
We ask that you comfort those that mourn and that you give us beauty for ashes.
The community coming together in the hard-hit town of Mayfield Tuesday night to honor the dozens who died.
We've been together. I've seen them all. It's like a family. It's good to see the ones that made it.
President Biden also visiting hard-hit Dawson Springs, Kentucky, which is not too far from here. The mayor there now thankfully saying that more people are being found safe. Rena Roy, ABC News, Mayfield, Kentucky.
Well, the Biden administration is expected to release previously sealed documents about the assassination of President Kennedy. A review board established by Congress back in 1992 collected tens of thousands of records related to the assassination. The administration is expected to declassify a very small amount of them. JFK researchers don't believe the release will change the public understanding of his death, but they say it shows a good faith effort of some level of transparency.
Still to come on ABC 6 News at 5:30, why Kraft will pay you to not make cheesecake for your holiday dinner parties this year.
And we introduce you to a very talented person in New York making a buck off of gingerbread architecture.
Call DeOliveira and Associates on the Hurt Line right now.
The Village at Waterman Lake in Greenville is Rhode Island's leading provider of catered retirement living. Our activities and resort-style amenities are second to none. Our award-winning staff has been repeatedly recognized in the top 1% of senior care providers nationwide. Lifestyle options include independent or assisted living, as well as a specialized residence for Alzheimer's care and skilled nursing. The Village at Waterman Lake would like to thank our family of caregivers and residents. They inspire us every day.
It's holiday time in Newport. Experience our sparkling mansions, quaint shops, and cozy restaurants. Warm up by the fire and feel the Yuletide spirit throughout our destination. Explore more at discovernewport.org.
Holidays at the Newport Mansions will be more spectacular than ever this year. The Breakers Marble House and the Elms are lavishly decorated in Gilded Age style, plus the dazzling outdoor spectacle of sparkling lights at the Breakers. Visit newportmansions.org.
For 3 generations and over 30 years, the Kochanik family at Adaptive Mobility has provided new and used wheelchair vans to the local community. We are a certified Platinum Award-winning Brawnability wheelchair van dealer and service center. All of Adaptive Mobility's vans are on the lot and can be test-driven now. 2021 Toyota Sienna hybrids are now in stock in limited quantity.
Come see Brian for a knockout deal.
Adaptive Mobility. Live your best life now.
First psoriasis, then psoriatic arthritis.
Even walking was tough.
I had to do something. I started Cosentyx.
Cosentyx can help you move, look, and feel better by treating the multiple symptoms of psoriatic arthritis. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections, some serious, and the lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to. Tell your doctor if your Crohn's disease symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions may occur.
Watch me.
Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentyx.
This might look like a cliffhanger.
But this is the Nissan sales event ad. There's something to hold on to.
This is the part where I rushed to save the day.
Wow, what a ride.
Hurry in for 0% financing for 36 months on Frontier.
Better bring that home for the holidays.
Amazon is releasing a short documentary about William Shatner's ride to space earlier this year. Shatner in Space, as it's called, tells the story of the man who famously played the role of Captain Kirk on Star Trek, preparing for his real-life spaceflight and then doing it. The short doc includes conversations with Blue Origin founder Jeff Bezos. It's available on Amazon Prime Video. Well, NASA has delayed plans to launch its latest generation of space telescopes until December 24th. The James Webb Space Telescope will replace the Hubble Space Telescope as the world's most powerful complex space observatory. It was supposed to launch on December 22nd, but NASA says there is a communication issue between the telescope and the launch system. This is not the first delay for this telescope. It was supposed to launch way back in 2018.
Kraft is having trouble making enough cream cheese to fill store shelves, and now they're asking for your help. The company is willing to pay customers not to buy cream cheese to make cheesecake this holiday season, and all you have to do is register on a website. Kraft will pick 18,000 winners. John, I know you really want to get in on this. You can get reimbursed up to $20. Kraft says it saw demand for its cream cheese spike 18% last year as more people baked at home. From candy canes to Christmas cookies, it's officially the time of the year to celebrate all things sweet. But one woman in New York has made a name for not just her baking abilities, but for her architecture skills in the kitchen too. ABC's Will Gans has more.
Buddy the Elf's not the only one working overtime this time of year.
The Shake Shack took me about 50 hours in total, and I would say that's probably about the same for the cottage, and Rosebud probably took more than that because it was just so much bigger.
I mean, that's a full work week.
Yeah, I was doing it like nights, weekends.
By day, Natalie Salerno works in marketing, but her holiday hustle, making gingerbread recreations of your favorite real-life buildings, like the cottage from Nancy Meyer's The Holiday.
Nancy Myers DM'd me after the holiday, and I died a little bit.
Natalie leaning into her sugary sweet skill set during the pandemic, quickly taking on gingerbread construction jobs on a much larger scale, like the Rosebud Motel from this show. But she's making it look easy with her latest cookie creation, a miniature version of the first ever Shake Shack.
Give me 1 second. I have cookies in the oven, and that's like not a joke.
Okay, of course.
I need to take them out. I promise I didn't stage that.
With fresh-baked cookies on the brain, we had to ask.
Are you able to eat anything that you make?
I don't, but you can. It keeps me from being too precious about things because at the end of the day, like something could be going wrong and I have to remind myself, this is a cookie, like it's okay. Everything will be okay. It is not gonna last forever. And there's something kind of beautiful about that.
So what does Natalie have up her sleeve for next Christmas? She's hoping to keep the Nancy Meyers tradition going with a gingerbread recreation of the house from Father of the Bride. How about that?